Alright, so next shot we're going to focus on is the pitch shot. And it's pretty similar to a chip shot, except a few key differences. The pitch shot usually goes a little bit farther, so instead of these two holes we would hit at first, we're going to go to these, one on the right and one on the left, so a little bit farther away. And with a pitch shot, the ball flies a little bit higher, and so when it lands, it won't roll as much because it have more spin, and because of the height that it goes, it can really only roll so far. Chip shot, it's just all roll most of the part. Pitch shot, it's all in the air, it's a lot of carry, and then it's a little bit longer shot, like these two holes are too. So with a pitch shot, all the fundamentals stay the same with stance and posture and grip, and that's all the same. Nothing changes there. But the few changes that do occur are one, or where the ball placement is. So for a pitch shot, I want the ball to be more in the middle of my stance. So my feet are a little bit farther apart. The ball's kind of in the middle of my stance instead of like a chip shot, whereas it was like off my right foot. Pitch shot, it's right in the middle. It's right where you want it. That ensures that the ball go a little bit higher because the loft is a little bit higher. When you put it back in your stance, it comes off lower because the face is a lot more closed where you're hitting. So pitch shot, club is a lot more open. Because of that, the face will make it go a lot higher in the air and land softly. And so that's the first one where you play it in the middle of your stance. And secondly, you also want to use a little bit of wrist to swing. So a chip shot is just all shoulders and all arms. A pitch shot, you want a little bit of wrist bend, like this. This also helps the ball get up in the air a lot. So when you have those two keys, where it's the middle of your stance and then a little bit of wrist, see, go to this red flag right here. Use a little bit more wrist here. The ball isn't going to roll out as far, it's going to stop a lot quicker. I'll roll a little bit. It wasn't bad. Alright. I'm going to open the face up a little bit so I can demonstrate.
The height?
Yeah, the height, yeah. If you want the ball to go higher, you open up the club face, which means, so this is like a square club face right here. This is closed, where it's pointing left. And open is where it's pointing right. And when it's pointing right, the ball is going to go a lot higher because the club face is pointing to the sky instead of far out. It will, yes. You actually get less spin with an open club face because it's a very glancing blow. It doesn't hit the face as hard, and the grooves don't really do a lot of work. But when you hit the ball higher with like open face, it obviously goes a lot higher, and then it lands a lot softer. So you don't really need that much spin. It's going to stop a lot quicker because of the loft and the height it's going. It's going a lot higher. And another key with pitching, if you open up the club face, you also want to aim more left, because when you open up the club face, now the club face is pointing pretty much right at Michael. So if I were to actually hit it, I would probably hit Michael like that. Yeah, absolutely. So open up the club face, I'm going to aim. So if I'm going to this red flag here, I'm going to aim a lot more left. So I'm going to aim until the club face is pointing right at my target. It's pointing straight at the target here. So now let's see. I'll just go through the basics once again. So ball in the middle of my stance, open up the club face a little bit. It's going to go a little bit higher, and I'm going to use a lot more wrist in my swing. So it's going to be a little bit longer swing too. Let's see what I can do. That wasn't very good. Try one more. Yeah, it goes a lot higher. You can see that.